Welcome to Cars with Big Boy Trev. My name is Big Boy Trev. It's all about the news and reviews from across the world. Now, INEOS have just unveiled the Grenadier Quartermaster double cab in the United Kingdom. Barely 6 months from the initial launch of the Grenadier station wagon, INEOS have just unveiled the Quartermaster double cab at the Goodwood Festival of Speed in the United Kingdom. While the Grenadier Quartermaster shares most of its architecture and components with the station wagon, its strong and rigid body section ladder frame chassis is 105mm long. The result is a large and versatile load area enough to carry a standard Euro-size pallet with ease. Let's talk with the design of this particular pickup. Starting from the exterior, the Grenadier Quartermaster design is simple yet rugged and utilitarian with a boxy shape that pays homage to the classic 4x4 of the past. The large grille and angular lines give it an imposing look, while the chunky tires and raised ground clearance adds to its off-road capabilities. The Grenadier is also fitted with practical features including front and rear recovery hooks, side steps, a roof rack for carrying gear. It comes in two trims, the standard Trailmaster and the fully loaded Fieldmaster, which in my view is my top pick. You step inside the cabin, the interior of the Grenadier is surprisingly spacious and comfortable. The Recaro-built seats are supportive and offer plenty of head and leg room, while the seats at the back offer ample space for 3 adults. The cabin also very well appointed with modern equipment including a large touchscreen infotainment system, inbuilt navigation with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto capability. Also in the mix includes a digital driver display with a premium audio system with streaming capability and dual climate control. The Grenadier also offers plenty of storage space including large door pockets, a center console and a large grille. In terms of performance, the pickup is powered by 2 engine variants. BMW shows 3-liter turbocharged inline 6-cylinder petrol and diesel engines paired to an 8-speed automatic ZF transmission. A center differential lock and 2-speed transfer case are fitted as standard, and both front and rear diff options available. Let's talk about the chassis of this particular Grenadier Quartermaster. It also rides with the same heavy-duty 5-link front and rear suspension as with the station wagon, and it's fitted with Carraro-supplied solid beam axles complemented by powerful Brembo brakes and a recirculating ball steering system. The Grenadier Quartermaster boasts a class-leading off-road capability with 264mm of ground clearance and 800mm of wading depth and approach, breakover, departure angles and rivaled by any other series production pickup. The model lineup will mirror that of the station wagon and is available in standard Trailmaster and Fieldmaster trim, all which will carry a commercial N1 vehicle classification in the EU. In summary, the Quartermaster will be available with most of wide range of tailored accessories for drivers looking to customize their pickup to their specific needs. Its cargo bay can be fitted with a robust frame and waterproof canvas canopy or a lockable roller tonneau cover, while the roof rack further increases the carrying capacity and can host a wide range of mounts to carry expedition essentials such as jerrycans, sand ladders and shovels. Local pricing from the Grenadier Quartermaster will be released when the order books open on 1st August. Visit Wooton Automotive in Nairobi for more details about acquiring your next pickup, which is the Quartermaster by Grenadier. Ladies and gentlemen, today we have a brand new entrant in the heavy commercial vehicle segment, introducing to you the FAW JH6 with 460 horsepower. I can tell you, it's not playing games. And today we're going to give you a lowdown of the design perspective of this particular truck. We're going to check out its comfort, its technology pack, safety, performance, and of course, give you the value for money analysis as to why this could be your next truck. We start by taking a look at the design of this particular truck, and my oh my, what do you see? This design is fantastic. It reminds me of Optimus Prime on Transformers. Look at that butch design. Again, they're not playing games when it comes to design, and what FAW have done is to design a very modern truck with a modern design theme suited for the 21st century. Of course, as you can see from the top, you have a very large windscreen to allow maximum visibility as you traverse the beautiful country of Kenya. Minimum A-pillars as well, just to ensure that you don't have blind spots as you move your cargo along. If in Mombasa or Kisumu or Eldoret, this could be your next truck. Take a look at the front grille. We've got this honeycomb design with the letters 1 FAW JH6. So first automobile works, it means it's the first automobile works that did trucks in China. They have over 70 years of experience building fantastic trucks. That's why it's called the #1 truck in China. Of course, as you go right below where there's a bumper, as you can see, color coded as well, giving this car some je ne sais quoi. You've got these trapezoidal headlamps that illuminate the road properly, even in the darkest of areas, Taru Desert. You're able to see quite clearly because these halogen headlamps give you maximum visibility. And of course, you also have fog lamps. If you're traveling through Limuru where there's so much fog, then this one is useful for that particular situation. So again, visibility is very important in terms of safety. You can see the road quite clearly. And of course, driving this truck with all that power requires you to see properly while in our Kenyan terrain. Well, take a look at this reflector as well. This is a standard issue for the market. You have to actually have reflectors which comes as standard as well. Then you can see over here the intercooler, it's beeping because this particular truck is turbocharged 6-cylinder, got a lot of power and a lot of torque, so it is suitable for hilly countries. For example, in Nairobi, we're in high altitude. If you go towards Rwanda, Congo, it's very, very high altitude. You need power compensation. That's why the intercooler has been placed right over there. So how does the visibility affect the driving? Take a look at the large mirrors. As you can see, there are 4 of them. Of course, blind spot, manual blind spot assist gives you that visibility. If you're trying to turn or park the truck in a warehouse, this particular truck will give you that 360-degree visibility that you so desire, while in the FAW JH6 with 460 horsepower. Let's move to the side and have a look at the design profile of this particular truck. So we move to the side profile, and I can tell you the design of the transformer theme corresponds also on the side. As you can see, the bulge fender as they give this car some stance. You know that this truck means business, plenty of power and performance. So for you to get inside the truck, there is a 3-step style, making sure that you are able to get into the truck quite easily. You have this flush handles as well that open wide up to 90 degrees so that you can get in and out of this particular truck quite easily. I love the fact that they've thought about making sure this truck is visible to anyone who's driving around it. You've got this side repeater lamps as well for safety purposes as well. Then you have this massive tire. So these 22.5-inch tires give high profile, lifting this particular truck to be able to traverse the beautiful country of Kenya quite easily, because it's got literally 315 by 80 R22.5. Very robust tire, able to tackle the toughest of terrains and of course give you good ground clearance respective of the road that you're going. Remember, these particular trucks carry cargo all the way to Congo DRC where there are literally no roads. So this particular truck, if you are in the transport business, then this perhaps just makes a lot of sense if you're to purchase this FAW JH6 with 460 horsepower. Now we move over to the business side of the truck. This is where all the magic happens. You've got this massive tank, 600 liters. Imagine that. That's a lot of fuel. You can traverse Kenya quite easily. And remember, it's got better fuel consumption than all its competition, providing 460 horsepower, which is very, very good. I love the fact that they actually use quite a number of different parts to ensure that everybody has a proper gearbox. This gearbox is German made, of course, 12-speed automatic, so you're able to toggle through the different gears depending on the gradient, on the power needs, and what the truck is carrying. The chassis is well designed to withstand up to 33.8 tons. That's massive. Remember, that is the carrying capacity of this particular truck. Now, as we move, we move over to the double diff design as well. As you can see, massive tires to increase ground clearance as well, to be able to withstand the weight of 34 tons. That's massive. And remember, this particular truck has high-sided tires that is suitable for all terrain, regardless of where you're going, be it Mombasa, Kisumu, all the way to DRC. This truck can deliver. Again, double lift design as well, just to give you maximum power. And as you move towards the back as well, it will also have a cover to prevent damage into the tires. Now let's move to the back and have a look at the design of this particular truck. Let's move to the back side, and as you can see, the design, it's uniquely FAW. And I can tell you, most of the time you'll not be able to see how the back of the truck looks because it has a container and it's ferrying a lot of things. But the basic design ensures that this particular truck is robust because it is actually built in Kenya. The way they have actually tried to, create and strengthen the chassis with different bolts and nuts gives this car that ability to traverse the beautiful country of Kenya. One thing I love about it is the brakes. These brakes are done by Wabco, and of course, it's the first truck to actually have anti-lock braking system and electronic brake system, EBC.
which is standard in this particular truck. For this kind of money, I can tell you, this particular FAW JH6 with 460 horsepower means business, meaning you can safely stop and not be worried that this truck will slide or to lose control because of all those advanced safety systems, which you're going to talk about when you test this particular truck on the highway. So it's time for us to check out the design of the interior. Do you think that transformer design also corresponds with the interior? Let's move inside and have a look at the design of this particular truck. So we step inside this cockpit of the brand new FAW JH6 with 460 horsepower. I can tell you this particular truck is amazing. Do you think that the transformer design you've seen outside corresponds with the interior? We take a look at this particular vehicle on the dashboard. Now the dashboard has a forward cap design to create an illusion of space. Basically this is a long distance truck and you need space between yourself and the co-driver, and I can tell you they've maximized the space. There's so much space in this particular cabin. I love the fact that they've used a two-tone design, giving this truck a premium feel. It doesn't feel like it's haphazardly put. It's actually a very premium truck. And of course, the highlight of this particular truck is this center console. It's got a massive 14-inch multicolor display, which is a first, by the way, for trucks in Kenya. And of course, it houses quite a number of things. If you love music, then you can stream music via either Bluetooth or USB connectivity, which is supplied by this particular system. You can listen to radio wherever you are in East Africa. If you want to tune into your favorite station, you can tune in. Then you have an app drawer as well, which allows you to toggle through the different settings. You can even play video, because I've seen many people love playing videos as they traverse, so you don't get bored as you move cargo from Mombasa to DRC. You can listen to Fally Ipupa, you can listen to Koffi Olomide, and anybody else you love doing this particular thing. The Bluetooth aspect is also very good because it allows the driver to drive hands-free, so he can concentrate on hauling cargo without any stress. Then you have the different settings of this particular system. You do also have it's 360-degree camera, which comes as standard, which is brand new, by the way, for this particular truck. And they've thought about every single thing. The display is crisp, clear, with maximum clarity. So right below it, you also have a fully automatic climate control system. Again, a first for a truck in this particular category. And I can tell you, if you're in Mombasa and you need cold air to waft from the vents, again, the AC does its job. If you're in Limuru, it's getting very, very cold, then the AC can waft out hot air to keep you warm, calm, and collected while in this FAW JH6 with 460 horsepower. Again, you also have a USB port to charge your device as well, and also to tune into this particular system. Then on the left hand side of this particular screen, you do also have quite a number of very important buttons. You have a hazard, you have a room light, you have a horn, then also you have a rear fog light to just showcase where the attachment of the cargo is as well. Then you also have economy, which is basically you're able to drive this truck with economy mode, or if you need performance, you're able to toggle through the different settings. Fuel as well, you can warm up the fuel as well. You have anti-lock braking system and ASR, which is anti-skid regulation in technical terms, and front fog lamps are standard as well, diff locks as well. Then you do also have electronic pneumatic park brake, which comes as standard in this particular truck. So it's got all the bells and whistles, so you can drive this truck quite easily. And remember, this is an automatic truck, it's not manual, so you don't need to fiddle around with the gears as well. You have this specialized park brake as well. Then you do also have the drive selector, so it has drive, neutral, reverse, then also reverse 1 and drive 2. So depending on the gradient, or you need to move the truck with a lot of cargo, then you're able to select quite easily and feel the power of that 460 horsepower that's right beneath this particular cabin. This particular truck has plenty of cubbyholes and spaces because this is a truck. So you do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Even this one is a flask holder. So if you love chai or drive, you love tea, then this particular truck has everything you need in terms of storage, space, and capacity. You can actually put your cell phone here. Then also you also have a cigarette lighter for those who like smoking. I don't advocate for that, but hey, that's what it is as well. I love the fact that they've used this sort of piano black finish, giving this truck that je ne sais quoi we keep on talking about. Now I move over to the instrument binnacle. One thing I love about it is the italics, very clear and precise as well. So on the left hand side, you have everything to do with the engine revolutions, and then of course inside you also have the temperature gauge. On the right hand side you have the speedometer, it goes all the way to 140. Of course you can reach 140, and of course the fuel gauge, and in between you have a monochrome display that gives you all the details about whatever is happening in the truck. So it'll tell you the drive position, it'll tell you fuel, for example, park brake assist, the doors are open. So all the vital information is transposed on the middle part of this particular truck. I love the fact that the steering wheel is a 4-spoke design with the letter 1, number 1 FAW emblazoned on it. Of course you also have this feature which I love. Now these satellite buttons on the left hand side have everything to do with the audio system, on the right hand side everything to do with the audio, Bluetooth and cruise control standard in this particular truck. So comfort is the name of the game. I love the fact that they've thought about every single thing. The seats are supportive, as you can see, air sprung, so you can do like a low rider as well. And of course you do have double banks to ensure that you and your turn boy are very comfortable. You have very many cubby holes and spaces, as you can see here. From top to the other side, you can hide your driving license, whatever it is that you need as well. They've thought about every single thing. You have a grab handle and you get in and out of the truck. You have lights as well, which are overhead lights, so that when you're sleeping you're able to literally put on the lights quite easily, and so much more. So this is basically a home away from home for all those long distance drivers who normally carry cargo for over 1 week, and this becomes your place to cohabit. So with that said, and you've seen all the creature comforts of this particular cabin, it's time for us to feel the power of this 11-liter engine, feel the turbocharged 6-cylinder inline, feel the capacity, fuel efficiency, and then give you value for money. That's why this could be your next truck. So we are driving this brand new FAW JH6 with 460 horsepower, and I know for a fact that many people are wondering what's the DNA of this particular truck. So we start by taking a look at the performance of this truck. Now this particular truck is actually powered by an 11-liter inline 6 turbo diesel that delivers 460 horsepower and 220 newton meters of torque, which when you put your foot down it is going to howl close to 34 tons with ease. Now this power is sent to the double deuce courtesy of an automatic transmission by Fast, and of course the clutch is a single drive plate that is done by Wabco and allows this vehicle to give you very good fuel efficiency when you traverse from Mombasa to Kisumu to DRC driving this FAW JH6 particular vehicle with so much power on tap. So it's very good and very easy to drive. But how does it feel on the road? So for a driver, because this is your home away from home, the cabin is very comfortable. And as you can see, I'm big boy, I'm very relaxed because this particular truck is automatic. And again, many things that people do say is the fact that when you're driving such a truck, you actually feel right at home. The seats are air sprung and air supported, so depending on the surface of the road, you are able to drive this truck very, very easily. Again, you have large mirrors that you can see the side, so minimal blind spots as well, and the steering as well. I love the fact that it is neutral, power assisted as well, so you are able to maneuver the truck quite easily. Long gone are the days when trucks used to use those manual, you used to milk the steering wheel to turn. This is power assisted, and I love the fact that the vehicle is very, very smooth. Speaking about smoothness, the noise, vibration and harshness of this truck is very, very good. So FAW have used insulating material on the cabin floor, the transmission tunnel, to ensure that when you're driving this truck, the vibrations are minimal. Even the inline 6 is very smooth, just like a BMW. Now, let's talk about safety. Safety is a critical aspect in this particular segment. What do I mean? Now, in terms of active safety features, these ones help you avoid an accident. So, for example, right now, this particular truck has ABS, the first of its kind. It has disc brakes all around to ensure you have maximum stopping power, and EPC, electronic park brake control, which is very good. And these ones actually help you maneuver quite easily without any stress, and you are able to drive this truck because you're not worried that the brakes will fail. And of course, in case all hell breaks loose, then you can rely on the strong rigid axle and the chassis to ensure that impact energy is dissipated away, to ensure that you and your co-driver are safe while driving this FAW JH6 with a lot of horsepower. So that's the beauty of this particular truck. I love the fact that it is actually quite good, drives very well, suspension is very good. Up front you do have rigid axle, of course, and at the back you have those double lifts to ensure that when you're driving this truck, it's very, very comfortable and easy to drive. So if you're in the business of hauling trucks and hauling cargo from Mombasa to DRC or wherever, perhaps this could be your next truck. So we're going to move to a segment called Value for Money, where we give you a lowdown on maintenance cost, running cost, and actually to convince you that this FAW JH6 with 460 horsepower is the right truck for you. So ladies and gentlemen, that has been the review of the FAW JH6 with 460 horsepower. What do I like about this particular truck? I like the transformer design. Number 2, I like the creature comfort suitable for long distance. Number 3, I love the performance. Hauling 34 tons with ease across East Africa, this is fantastic. Number 4, the safety aspect. Brand new brakes, ABS with EBD, with all those gizmos to ensure that you remain safe while on the road. And of course, number 5, value for money. But the biggest question still remains, will this be your next truck? Take a look at this particular vehicle in terms of value for money. Now, this particular truck is sold and serviced by TransAfrica Motors, specifically the Enterprise Road one, and I can tell you it comes with a 1-year unlimited warranty, and you can actually traverse the beautiful country of Kenya knowing that you have maximum parts, service, and maintenance support courtesy of TransAfrica Motors, because they're everywhere within the trunk roads of Kenya. And of course, you can rely that this particular truck is locally assembled, so it is built for these local conditions, that is tough and hardy to ensure that you don't have too much downtime, and of course you have maximum profits when you use this particular truck to haul your goods from point A to B with ease. Finally, you do know this particular truck has so much competition. Of course, we know we can mention them, but I can tell you from my perspective, this should be your next truck. What do you think? Send us your thoughts as seen on the social media handles below. We'll get back to you with the feedback as soon as possible. This is Big Boy Trev signing out on behalf of TransAfrica Motors, Enterprise Road. Be safe.